Shop in suburban St. Louis. And I've got something today that's kind of fun. And it's a new piece of merchandise we have here at the shop. And this was inspired just from real life. So real life, I get a lot of people that'll come in here and be like, hey, I was at a distillery and I mentioned your name and I got to go on a free tour. They went behind the counter and pulled out some extra special things that they had and poured it for me and stuff like that. I'm always like, so you know me, you get to do this kind of stuff. A couple prime examples are, one time Katie Joyce was in New York. She was touring Widow Jane. And this is back when Lisa Wicker used to work there. And Lisa Wicker sees a hat on, which is now Katie's husband, but wasn't at the time, was just her boyfriend. But an ABV Network hat. I think it was at the Barrel Shop. I think it was the Network. And he had that hat on, and she sees that, comes out and greets them and says, hey, you know Steve Akley? And they're like, yeah. So then she shows them around. So forget the regular tour that they're doing. Just leave that. Just leave that. You can go with Lisa Wicker, who was their master distiller, and go tour behind the scenes, drink a bunch of stuff that blends and things like that she had working on. And that stuff is amazing. I love it. And then and another prime example is, now you got to follow along here. You may want to get out a piece of paper so you can dialogue this and make sure that you follow along. So my sister-in-law, so my wife's sister, her husband, so he's my brother-in-law, of course, my brother-in-law's parents. So are they related to me? I don't know. I mean, when does it stop? I'm not sure. I would kind of tend to say no. I mean, they're related to my sister-in-law or my brother-in-law, of course. But, and I go to some events and things like that because they have a child and she'll have parties and stuff like that. And of course, they're going to invite his parents. No big deal. And I'm there too. And so I do know them pretty well. He's been around. My brother-in-law, they dated all through high school and stuff like that. So I've known these people for a very long time. So it's legit that I do definitely know them. Am I related to them? I don't know. But they like to travel. That's one of their hobbies. They're retired and they enjoy traveling. And whenever they're out traveling, they tend to hit a distillery. They're of that age where it's kind of fun to go out and booze a little bit and stuff like that. And they always go in. And they don't know anything. They don't know the bourbon industry. They don't listen to the podcast or watch these videos or anything like that. But they always say, we're related to Steve Akley. And more times than not, it leads to something very cool for them. And, so I thought, you know what? I can fight this. I can stew about it. I can be happy about it. Or I can make some money with it. With this t-shirt right here, I know Colonel Steve Akley. That's got to get me something. So a t-shirt that literally embraces this, that you can wear when you walk into the distillery, avoid that awkwardness of trying to just throw it out there, just to make sure, position yourself, that they could see your shirt. And maybe something good will happen for you. And if it's like a Lisa Wicker situation where she recognizes the logo or something like that, we went ahead and put those on the back. So we got two colors. We got this one and a gray one. And it's available here at the ABV Barrel Shop for $25. These things have been going like crazy. I'm already looking at the idea of doing a reorder because we do have sizes small to 4XL in both of those. But they're starting to sell out so quick, we may be short on some of those sizes, so we may get a reorder. Takes a little bit of time. I work with Justine up in Michigan, and it's not like, I don't want to pay the shipping on that because it'd be very expensive to ship t-shirts, as you can imagine. So the next time I'll see her, I think, is in April. So if we do have to go through the process of a reorder, we were not going to be getting those till April. So if you want one of these, you better act quick. We certainly can sell it to you, mail it to you if you want. If you're watching this and you just like it, we can work that out. We'll figure that out. With tax, I know it comes to $27.40, and then to mail these things, if you get one t-shirt, it's like, I think like $8 or something like that. So we'll figure it out. We'll get you one of these shirts, but definitely get one of these. You never know what'll happen. I can't promise anything, but I think good things will happen. And please keep me in the loop because I'd like to keep track of who's getting free tours, who's getting behind the scenes stuff. And by the way, I talk about Royce Neely on this channel a lot. If you're at the Neely Family Distillery, wear this t-shirt. He's got to give you something. I mean, for God's sakes, I've done a lot of stuff for him. He's done a lot of stuff for me, but it's time he does something for you too. So there you go. Thanks, guys. See ya.